Are you ready to promote your vision and reach your target audience? IndustryBuzzWith3Zs.com is the platform for your vision to be heard. For more information on how to advertise or become a special guest on our radio show, go to IndustryBuzzWith3Zs.com. Click on IB Race for more information. We're looking forward to expanding your vision. IndustryBuzzWith3Zs.com.
Well, you've also worked with an organization called FACE. Why don't you let us know a little bit about that?
FACE is an organization that approached me, Eli Lilly and Company approached me 2.5 years ago. It stands for Fearless African Americans Connected and Empowered. It's for diabetics. I'm a diabetic. A lot of people didn't know that for years when they saw me very overweight, that my weight was a result of a medical condition called sarcoidosis. How many of you ever heard of sarcoidosis? Well, I'll make it brief, but I'll share this with you because, I feel like God has put me in this position to be that of a test and a testimony for you all to see. I was temp working at a hospital, one of the biggest hospitals, school, Presbyterian Hospital in New York, in a lab, and they had a chemical spill. I was trapped inside of a room that had no windows, and everybody had a mask but me. About 2 weeks later, I was nearly blind, and I was completely debilitated with my joints and crippled. I was misdiagnosed for nearly a year and taking all the wrong medication because they couldn't figure out what the problem was. It was because they did a biopsy on my eyes that they discovered. They asked me at that point, have you ever been to Africa? I said, no, but I know we got ancestors from Africa. And he said, so have you ever been, you've never been to Africa? He said, well, you've been exposed to something that comes from a tree in Africa. It was the sap in the tree that embodied the sarcoidosis bacteria. And when it spilled, because nobody in my family had sarcoidosis. When, in fact, I was diagnosed, I was maybe 125 pounds. But because the biopsy explained what I had, they told me I had to go on the highest dosage of prednisone at that time, was 60 milligrams. I had just signed my first major deal. I had come from Sugar Hill, and I had just signed my first major deal with A&M Records with the group Vertical Hold. And I said, well, what do you mean? He says, well, this medicine is like putting out a fire in your body. This thing can go away on its own one day, or it can stay with you. I stayed on prednisone for 12 years. As a result of the prednisone, not only did I gain weight because you can't exercise, anybody that knows the drug, you can't exercise. And I was being forced by my label to lose weight. But I couldn't tell them my darkest secret. My fear of not being able to feed my family kicked in. So I just let them believe I was this really overweight woman that just ate. As a result of being on the prednisone too long, and that came from me traveling to and fro, not wanting to miss a show, gotta feed my family, I developed diabetes from too much prednisone producing fluid. I later on developed high blood pressure and had congestive heart failure. But don't feel bad, because I don't.
You sitting here, you know that.
The devil had a trap set, but God had a greater plan. It was my testimony to you all that through Christ all things are possible. Today there is not a sign of sarcoidosis in my life. The prednisone, the effects of the prednisone have left me bruised, but I'm not broken. And as a result, I've been drinking purified alkaline water and I am off all my medication.